Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick update here regarding Injective. We talked about this recently, breaking through this key level here at 0.382. It has since done that and retested as a support. So while I was a little off on how fast this would be moving, because it moved up a lot quicker and came down a lot quicker, it still balanced out that same level, so that is awesome news. We can presume that's going to work as a support level moving forward. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. Love to teach people to trade. I hope you can learn something today. If you do learn something, awesome. Very, very cool. I've done my job. Link down below if you want to become a better trader too as well. I do have a Discord group. Of course, this is a free group, but if you're considering our premium group, we do send out trade signals that I take. My day trades are automated. My swing trades are manual. I send those myself. 151% for ICP recently, that just triggered a couple minutes ago. Cardano, 74% in 3 days. And then, of course, we had an Adam Cartesian OP here from yesterday and the day before. Okay, so congrats to our community members for some awesome trades. We're going to see if there's a trade worth taking here for Injective. We've got 3 strong green candles, and I think you know what that means. We could be seeing a red doji candle, or sorry, just a red candle in general. Typically, when you have 3 strong candles, it implies that you've been moving in the same direction for a long time, and that there's a pullback potential. Let's see if there's anything here for Injective. I believe we do have a chart here available. On the back end here, we're going to look at liquidation and kind of see how many shorts got wrecked. And I hate to laugh because, I mean, I short once in a while too, but right now it's just not a shorting market. So sorry, folks. Try not to short anymore. $28.68 is roughly where the massive amount of liquidation just occurred. And again, when you see these liquidation hunts, I mean, you look at this here. Wick up here, price gets filled. That liquidation level gets filled. Price comes down, comes right back up, to wick right back up and to continue right through that little level. It's crazy. It's like these whale games they keep playing to just keep wiping out shorts and or longs depending on the direction it's heading, right? Right now, most things are moving up. Try not to short. You're going against the grain. All right, so again, that's just kind of the premise. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame just to quickly recap from yesterday, and we can just kind of clarify. Sending trend is looking good still. All right, I think it's going to be for a while. Even if the price pulls back to like $22, we'll still see this ascending trend continue. All right, and again, that just is the overall big picture trend, not necessarily a small micro trend, but the macro is looking pretty solid. Everything's looking very good here, consistently increasing, even in the light of Bitcoin selling off. Recently, 3 days ago, it's as if it never happened. Obviously, we saw this candle wick down, but the price continues higher as if it was never a thing. Okay, that's awesome. So TD Sequential telling us here we're about 7 days into this continuation. More importantly, we're about 4 days. So I would speculate we have maybe 2 to 6 days of further continuation of the upside for Injective. Just based on this trend and how well it's doing. Again, there's a lot of other factors that need to be taken into consideration, but it's looking pretty solid and ready for liftoff. I mean, it's kind of already lifted off, but let's double check a few things. MACD converging solid. That's perfect for a 4-hour time frame. We like to see that. That is exceptional when it comes to taking a swing trade position. Again, I'm more of a swing trader myself. That's really all I do myself personally. For my signals that I send out, those are all swing trades that I take. But on the inverse as well, when it comes to day trading, I used to day trade all the time. I don't love it anymore, so I just maintain a trading bot that I share with my Premium Plus members. Okay, just so in case you're curious on how that works, that's there's like 10, 20 signals a day in my Plus group. I'm not sitting here all day long scalping the market. I just let my bot do the work for me. Anyways, what I'm getting at here is these are some really good signs for swing trading. Again, you got to keep in mind most of my videos are going to be designed for longer term holds because I don't necessarily go deep dives into the 15, 5, and the 1 minute charts. 1 hour is pretty much the lowest I go, and that's really all I need for swing trading. That said, stochastic RSI swinging upwards nicely. We're back up over 70 in the RSI. A very positive, comfortable place for Injective. And then, of course, money flow index is tapering off, but it's not below the RSI right now, and that's usually a great sign. As you can kind of see, all this wonderful stuff happens when the money flow index is above the RSI. Okay, it's a really good sign. Inverse applies too. When the RSI is low and the money flow index is lower, that's actually a good sign for a reversal in some cases. Again, I talk about that when it's necessary. Right now, it's not. Let's take a quick look at the fair value gap. There is one here. We've seen a lot of fair value gaps right now because of how quickly the price moved when Bitcoin, when the Feds met today earlier, and they effectively discovered or said that, drum roll please, interest rates are unchanged. This is basically what the chart looked like after about 2 or 3 minutes of the unchanged news. The price just went straight up, and it really hasn't looked back yet. So again, just some friendly advice here. A lot of fair value gaps, those could get filled, so the price does pull back to this level. We should expect a bounce, but only because we have some volume here. And what I mean by that, we take a look at volume. We've got a strong amount of volume here at about 2280, 2620, and also down as low as 1920. This isn't super relevant right now. What's relevant right now is this range here between 23 as a round number and 26, okay? That little area there is either gonna get retested, and if it does, we'll see a nice bouncing point there. The key takeaway here, what I'm trying to get at, is that volume support is beneficial to know that we have a lot of volume there. It's also nice to know we have a lot of volume coming into the coin as well in the last 3-4 hour candles. Okay, so 12 hours of bullish momentum. This is actually happening before Bitcoin decided it wanted to rake up as well. Okay, so that's really cool. Injective was moving on its own accord prior to the news. That shows strength. Okay, taking a quick look at the 1 hour. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here for you. TD sequential overextended, of course, but we came up to that resistance level, consolidated. Now we just broke out. That is basically what happened when the Feds met or after the Fed meeting. Taking a look at the Ichimoku Cloud hourly, confirming all bullish content here. Content, yeah, I don't think that's the right word, but you get it. It's a significantly bullish situation, whereas the price action is above the conversion line, or conversion line is above the baseline rather. Lagging spans free and clear, and of course, we're well above the cloud. So, and you can see the cloud. Look at cloud hanging out here, right above the volume support. Lower lead, above the volume support. That gives us like double confirmation that if the price pulls back, we're not only supported by the cloud, but we have a greater chance of this volume, both ones, to help us in that regard. Okay, so if there is a pullback from this coin, it may not be all that massive, and I think that the likelihood of the price shooting up from here is higher. Will it turn around initially? Probably. We got to see some kind of calming effect here. If Bitcoin does start to pull back to mid to low 42,000 range, then sure, we'll see a correction here. But I don't think it's going to be massive. I think this coin is ready to take off. Definitely looking good. All right, folks, that's what I got here for you. Last thing I want to ask you a favor, of course, is to like the video. Greatly helps. Comment below too. That does help as well. I've done you a favor, of course, and I've found one of the best exchanges in the world. $5,500 in bonus rewards await if you use my link to register. You'll discover they're a great exchange, though. They have They have trailing stop losses, multiple profit targets. I actually have walkthroughs and instructions on how to use that in my Discord. But simply put, I recommend you utilizing them because they are an extremely good exchange and absolutely nice to have a no KYC, no VPN required option for my US and Canadian members. Thank you, Bitunix, for the opportunity. Greatly appreciate you guys. Phenomenal tech support, too. We actually have an admin in our group that is available if you need any questions answered. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We will see you in the next one. Take care.